act till it becomes a fact. And once you do that, you're going to develop that unwavering faith. Well, we all have heard that fake it till you make it, man. You got to fake it till you make it. You got to fake it. But what if there's a better option? Well, let's not fake it. Let's faith it till you make it. I repeat, let's faith it till you make it. Well, if you have a goal, that's good. If you have the passion to achieve the goal, that's even better. But what makes it the best? Well, let's look at this way. If you have a car and if you want to reach a destination, well, if without the fuel, that car is not going to help you to reach the destination. Faith is the magic ingredient which you put in that car, which helps you to achieve that goal, reach your destination at express speed. Faith is that magic ingredient which each and everyone must have. So what is faith? How do you define faith? Faith is the unwavering belief in yourself and your abilities to achieve the goal which you want to achieve. And without that element of faith, your dreams are not going to survive that blows of the fear of failure. They are just going to remain your dreams for sure. Mahatma Gandhi once said that man can move mountains by faith. Well, that doesn't necessarily mean that you got to move mountains. What it means is that you can achieve whatever you want to achieve within your bounds only if you have enough faith. Everyone preaches to have faith, but the sad fact is nobody teaches how to develop faith. In this video, I'm going to explain to you simple 11 methods how you can develop your faith. This is the most powerful, this is the master method how to develop faith. Affirmations of instructions to your subconscious mind again and again and again with emotions is the only known method to develop faith. Now understand this. Faith is an emotion in your subconscious mind. And if you want to tap that particular emotion on the subconscious level, your subconscious will only understand the language of emotions. So affirmations of orders to your subconscious mind with emotionalized state, that's the only way how you can develop faith. This is the master method how you can develop faith. Now, to use this method in your daily routine, I've got 11 other methods so that you can use this particular master method so that it simplify it for you and you can start to develop faith. So let's understand in detail what are these 11 methods where you can start using this master method using the power of emotions. So let's begin. Step number 1, first method is use the power of affirmations. Now, what is affirmation? An affirmation is a positive direction which you're giving to your own self. It is a positive statement which you're giving to your own self. So let's say if you have a limiting belief which is not creating the faith for you, for your goals, for your achievement of your goals, what you got to do, you got to make an affirmation which is exactly the opposite of that limiting belief. I'll give you a simple example. Let's say if you believe I can't do this, or it's not possible for me to do this, and the belief is I can't. That's your limiting belief. So the opposite of that particular belief is having an affirmation that I can do it. And I think the best affirmation which you can use to achieve the goals, to develop your faith, is this 4-word affirmation, which is I believe I can. I repeat, I believe I can. So using the power of affirmation is the first method. Write down your affirmations at least 10 times, 20 times, 30 times, 50 times. At least write down 50 times in a day so that you can start to get those affirmations in your psyche. That's the first method of developing faith, using the power of affirmations. The second method, how to develop faith, is connected to the first method. In the second method, write down your goals in the present tense and put that goals wherever you can see them more often. So I got my goal card system working for me, but if you are not following the goal card system, maybe you have a vision board or a goal book, maybe you are putting your display picture on your mobile or maybe on your desktop with your goals. You can use all of these things so that you can actually see those goals all the time. And when you see those goals all the time, what's happening is you are building brain cells. And when nerve cells fire together, they fire together. So the second method of developing faith is to look at your goals maximum number of times. I would recommend at least look at your goals 3 times in a day. One is just before you go off to sleep, where you marinate your conscious and your subconscious mind with your goals. That's the first time. Second is when you get up in the morning, immediately after you get up, till 5 minutes you are still in the alpha state of frequency. Watch and see your goals once again, and maybe during lunchtime, that's the third time where you should see your goals, and more number of times, the better is going to be your faith. That's the second method of developing faith. The third method of developing faith is listen to your goal statements. You're going to use your ability of hearing and listening your goal statements in your own voice, the voice which you trust. I'll give you a simple tip what to do. Record your goal statements and your affirmations in your own voice. Use your smartphone, put it as a voice note over there and start to listen to it, maybe put in your AirPods or earphones or maybe your headphones. What's going to happen is you are going to listen to your goal statements, affirming those statements again and again and again to your subconscious mind. That's the third way of developing faith. So again, it's all connected, but we are using all the different senses. We are using your sight, we are using your auditory things, and that's how you develop faith. So understand this one thing. We hear with our ears, but we listen with our emotions. So when you are listening to your goal statements, to your affirmations through this technology, you got to use the power of emotions, because without emotions, this is not going to work. The fourth method how to develop faith is to use the power of imagination. Now understand this, imagination is our higher faculty, and we've got 6 higher faculties. We've got perception, will, imagination, memory, reasoning, intuition. Now when you using your faculty of imagination, what's happening is that when you look at your goal cards, or when you're looking at your goal statements, or if you're looking at your vision board, you are imagining that your goal is already achieved. You are imagining that you have got that belief systems to achieve your goal. So using your higher faculty of imagination, when you are applying this particular first 3 steps, that's also one more method of developing faith. Use your power of imagination. Imagination is such a powerful thing. It encompasses all the knowledge in the universe. Knowledge you will get on Google, but if you really want to go beyond knowledge, well, use your imagination. That's the 4th point, using your imagination. The 5th point how to develop faith is to become what I call as a reverse or an inverse paranoid. Now what do you mean by an inverse paranoid? Inverse paranoid means whatever is happening in your life, maybe if things are working according to you, sometimes not working, some hurdle, some obstacle, some problem, you got to have that belief system that whatever happens for the best. So you should see the good in it, and it's like a way of looking at it that everything what happens in the universe is conspiring with me to help me to achieve the goal. So that's where you become an inverse paranoid. It's a tough thing to do, but if you really get into the elements of having that strong faith and see how you connect the dots of the things which have happened in the past, you will definitely become an inverse paranoid. So that's the 5th method how to develop faith. The 6th one is again a very powerful thing which I call as act as if. Act as if your goal is already achieved. Act as if that limiting belief is gone. Act as if you're becoming that person which you truly want to become. And act as if is the way your body language is, your tonality is. Act as if is a very powerful thing. And it's mentioned that act till it becomes a and once you do that, you're going to develop that unwavering faith. The 7th step how to develop faith is to learn from your adversity and defeats which have happened. Now this is where your higher faculty of perception has to be used. So when something has not worked as per your expectations in the past, and if you are able to see a seed of opportunity in that is going to give you that reinstatement of faith and developing the faith that, hey, this didn't work at that time, but let me see what is the benefit from that experience. And that's going to help you to develop your faith. The 8th method is to re-evaluate your own existing belief systems. See, our belief systems are based on evaluation of some things. And constant re-evaluation of your own belief systems is going to help you to change those belief systems. I'll give a simple example. Let's say if you have this belief system that, oh, my business cannot work on online space. I just cannot survive on online space. Now, post-COVID, where everything is online, if you are having that belief systems, it is high time to re-evaluate your belief systems. And when you look at that, if one person can do it in the online space, why can't I do it? That re-evaluation of belief system will definitely give you an opportunity to develop faith. The 9th method how to develop faith is to have an improvement in your self-image. Your self-image is a very powerful concept. Your self-image is a part of your paradigm. Now understand this, a paradigm is a multitude of habits that controls your habitual behavior. When you are looking at your self-image, an exercise where you write down a complete description about yourself in detail, like a success script of yourself, in detail about the kind of person you want to become, that is your self-image which you are evaluating. And constant revaluation of your self-image is going to develop that faith. It's a very powerful method of increasing and developing your faith. having those particular images of your self-image really crystal clear to become that kind of a person. That's the ninth method, how to develop faith. The 10th method is again a very powerful method. It is called as the power of the mastermind. You see, you should have a mastermind, and when things don't come up as the way you want to come up, there are problems, there are hurdles, there are obstacles. But if you have a mastermind, that mastermind is going to help you, to support you that, hey, it's okay, no problem. Your courage is going to multiply, because alone, your courage will not be able to take up those particular challenges. So having a mastermind, especially when things are down and out, that's going to help you to develop the faith. The 11th method is to have what I call the final quality. The final method is to become a massive and consistent action taker. You see, faith without action is dead. You got to have the action taking ability, because if you are not taking actions, you'll not be able to know whether you got faith or not. So let's say if you have a journey of 1,000 miles to take and say 1,000 miles, I can't do it. 1,000 steps, I can't do it. Well, start with the first step. And if you take the first step, you develop the faith to take the second step. If you take those first two steps, you got the ability and the faith to take the third step. That's how you develop the faith. When you start to take action, see, fear is going to be there, but feel the fear and just do it anyway. That's how you develop faith. These are the 11 methods you got to follow in your daily routine, how to develop faith. But remember this, without the master method which I told you earlier, if you follow these 11 methods, they are not going to work. So the master method is the supreme key with which you got to tie up all these 11 rituals or 11 methods so that you can develop faith. And I'm sure if you follow these 11 rituals, whichever which connects with you, maybe follow 2 or 3 or 4, whatever is possible in your daily routine. If you follow these simple 11 methods, I am 100% sure that you are going to know how to develop your faith. Your faith is going to go to the next level. This is an important concept about faith which is never discussed, that how to develop faith. Which method are you going to use? Type out in the comment box the few methods which you are going to use to develop your faith. Like, share, subscribe to this particular channel, share this particular video so that someone else's faith can be developed the way you are going to develop. This is Siddharth Shah. I am the CEO of Think and Grow Rich Academy. We represent the Napoleon Hill Foundation in India. Thank you so much for watching my video. See you in the next one. Bye.